got a bit of a mixed bag today. Hold on a second. Let's crank up the volume. Full body as always. Full body. Something like, yeah. Some of the shit that comes up. Alright, here we go.
Probably, but my mom likes it. She's cool with it.
There's a bit of a mixed bag. Gonna be mixed bag. Nah, man. The mixed bag, everything back. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah. Alright. First of all, I wanna I'm gonna post to this guy. What's his name again? Friggin' James Gleason. He used to be a police officer back in the day, a detective or something, and now he's a lawyer or something. But he gives pretty good advice. To do with many aspects, but this one's about defending your home. I think it's rather important. As all the bullshit has been going on. So you can defend your home with reasonable force. Now, when we're talking about reasonable force, there's aspects behind it, like if somebody comes and bitch slaps you and you get a jackhammer out and crack his head open like a freaking walnut, that's not reasonable force. You see what I'm saying? So, or let's say you clobbered him a couple of times and he's taken off and you've pursued. As soon as you leave your property line, there's heaps of aspects. Anyway, so,
Family is asleep just down the hall. You grab a cricket bat, a heavy lamp, whatever's close, but then you hesitate. You have to ask yourself, if I use this to defend my family, am I the one that's going to end up in jail? If you're forced to confront an intruder today, you have to walk the current legal tightrope. One wrong move and you can end up facing charges for assault all the way up to murder. Today, we're breaking down the complex laws you have to navigate in that split-second life or death moment, and we'll look at how the rules for protecting your family might be about to change thanks to a massive public push that politicians are finding impossible to ignore. For a lot of Australians, this isn't just a hypothetical. It's a real fear, and it's fueling a fierce debate across the country about changing the law. So what's the problem? Well, right now, a series of viral home invasions has put a spotlight on Australia's self-defence laws, and it's pushing the country towards adopting something that's called castle law. Let's use New South Wales as our main example. The Crimes Act there lays out a two-part test for self-defence. First, there's the subjective test. Did you, in that moment of terror, genuinely believe that what you were doing was necessary? The law here is actually somewhat forgiving. It gets that in a panic you might misjudge things. You might think an intruder has a weapon when they don't. So the court judges you on what you believed was happening, not necessarily what was actually happening. But then comes the second part, the objective test. And this is where the legal tightrope really shows up. The court asks, well, was the amount of force you used a...
I wouldn't say the funniest, but it's pretty fucking funny. Check this out.
Got y'all tagging me. Oh my God.
Wait, hold on.
This gonna be crazy.
Hold on. Yo, did he just pop the biscuit like a pill? And then he moved the drink away. Ain't no way you deep throw the biscuit and then move the drink away. Where's the soda, lady? Thank you.
Cold or room temperature.
Thank you.
That's fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, this I want you guys to pay attention to this, because this is this makes a whole.
No one wants to associate with you, and good luck getting a career.
Yeah, this is false allegations.
Men and women both are victims, but I feel like when men are victims, nobody gives a fuck. And I seen a video of a woman saying that, name one allegation that ruined a man's life. Let me show you this video, you guys, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys already know this. I'm so emotional right now, and I'm watching it, and it made me cry. I hate seeing people's whole life ruined over somebody lying, bro. Like, one thing I cannot stand is a woman who makes shit up, and then the fact that people believe it with no proof. Oh my god, bro. Watch.
Sexual assault allegations ruin a man's life. Name one. Name one man whose life has been ruined by sexual assault allegation.
But then suddenly I was guilty until proven innocent.
They slandered my name. They fired my coach. I felt like all that was on me.
I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth.
Alright. Obviously, I eat peanut butter like a man is supposed to eat peanut butter. I suggest you do the same. Man, this is like in the rough vicinity of sex.
Before you label or condemn me, don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
This morning, a rising Hollywood star facing allegations of domestic violence.
Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. A text Lindsay Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. What should I steal? She asked another, in reference to visiting my house for the first time. The answer? Take his money.
That's fucked up. I'll post this anyway, but post that. But you know where I'm going with this? This poor guy, man. This poor bugger.
Has to just be able to say something like.
This poor guy.
Some of you might recognise this video. We actually did this a couple of weeks ago. It got taken down multiple times. For some odd reason, they don't want it out there. They don't want it out there, and it's with this young man. He was accused of the worst possible thing a man can get accused of. And we live in a time where this seems to be happening all the time. The title of the video is How a Girl Ruined My Entire High School Life. Be sure...
Anyway, I'll post that. And,
our mom's spitting it out there on TikTok in a positive way. Like,
check this out. Alright. I told you guys that there's a thing happening now where single mothers, listen to this, single mothers now, what you call it? They got son husbands. I post this, man. This is a freaking way out there shit. Like I've heard in the Holy Torah, it clearly states how two ladies got their father drunk so they can have kids to keep their bloodline alive. So that stuff like that's happened before heaps of times. Like it's not uncommon. You hear about full husbands now. Son husbands.
you know, was it son husbands not often anymore? Husbands. But it's still quite very apparent nowadays. It's actually probably worse nowadays because of just how many single mothers there are that are alone and miserable and can't get a man. And guess what? They're just going to raise the man they want.
God.
Okay.
Oh, praise the Lord. Come on, man. Hey, there.
Oh, it's disgusting.
So apparently TikTok has an entire subculture of boy moms that are pretty weird. And when I say weird, I mean weird, with a capital W. These women have turned raising sons into their entire personality.
If turning anything to your entire personality is just... This is pretty much society nowadays. You find something you like, and you make that your whole personality.
And it's to the point where it's just straight up creepy. And in this video, we're going to be taking...
Where's
Why does your son have pigtails?
This kid is iced out. I don't know, this is weird. This also has 760...
a whole lot of people liking that.
A lot of predators on the internet.
Obviously looks like a child. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of preds saving these videos, but hey. Me knowing my son's fine as F. Like I said, you can...
And then you dress sexy in front of them, like, with all this revealing and tight.
Husbands. That's freak fucked up, man.
Are haters. You can see it on his face. He does not want to do any of this. The way she's staring at him is just super odd. It seems like she's a little too...
Anyway, there's that. Alright, I wanted to bring this up now, man. I wanted to bring this up. Alright, this is not okay. Yeah? This anti-Semitic shit, it's not okay. Doesn't matter which side of the fence you want to say you support, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Singling people out because of their religion or their ethnicity is fucking bullshit. You shouldn't be doing it. It's not right. Don't do it. Yeah? Just treat everybody the same. Unless they give you a fucking reason not to.
Why?
Because you are mistreating the populace?
Yes.
Oh, but never mind.
See? Said 3 plus 5. أيضا كان في البرتغال تقدر تشرب القهوة 2 يورو مع بستيل 3 يورو. يعني الأسعار ثابتة في كل مكان ولكن خلينا نقول إنه
This behavior is not acceptable.
How are you? Very good. Very good, very nice?
Very nice.
Where are you from?
The sacred land.
Huh?
From the ancient sacred land.
Which country?
Israel.
Israel.
Yeah.
Free Palestine.
Yeah. Why?
Free Palestine.
What is Palestine?
Palestine is
no such country, no such people.
It's 600
Palestine from the Hamas because they are attacking them.
from actually the thieves, the people that they steal their land.
No, we didn't steal it.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
They don't have land.
You are sure?
Guys, seriously, man, don't bring it up. If you're out in the community, the best thing you do is don't bring up politics, don't bring up religion. Sort of like when you go into a pub and they've got a no religion, no politics rule. No sexual orientation rule. Talk about football, talk about soccer, talk about cars, talk about whatever you want. Talk about how Holden's a shit compared to Ford. No problem. You know? But there's exceptions to rules like the X1, the Tirana, the Menorah. But other than that, let's be honest, they're shit. Alright? So, bring up anything except for fucking... Don't bring up religion, don't bring up politics, because bottom line, all bad people are in it together and all good people should stick together. No matter what background, what religion, what anything. Yeah, I'm telling you now, all these radical type thinkers, they're all sucking on each other's fucking Hitler's dick. Simple fact. Whether they're in Israel, whether they're in Palestine, whether they're in Lebanon, whether they're in Greece, whether they're here, whether they're there. So whoever's got those radical thoughts, whether they're here, wherever they are, these fucking white supremacist fucking thought patterns and superior race and all that fucking bullshit, they're all sucking each other's fucking Hitler's dick. So if all them are sticking together and acting like they hate each other, all us good people should stick together too. Don't worry about what religion somebody is. Don't worry about what ethnicity the person is. Worry about, is the person good? Talk to him good or her good. If they're bad, piss off. Don't look at background, culture, religion, none of that. Look, is the person good? Are they decent to you? Be decent back. That's all. It's very easy. You don't need to go into full political fucking bullshit, mumble, jumble, this, that, who's right, who's wrong. Find common ground. Do they present as a good person? You be a good person. Simple. Alright, let's go to the next stage. Oh yeah, this man-hating shit that keeps going
This
on.
progressive, man-hating, like tear down the system ideology, it seems to be some kind of glitch in the matrix. That's confusing because
this guy breaks things down pretty good.
This is what the page.
Alexander Grace is an Aussie. He's a skippy, mate. But this skippy, I'm gonna say he's like, in my opinion, he's around 83% accurate, maybe even 85% accurate with the way he breaks things down. Sometimes I don't fully agree with him, but most of the time I do.
Patriarchy looks like men, women. Now, a lot of men seem to think that when women try to build ourselves up and say we want more rights, they think that instead of doing this, we're doing this. They seem to think we're taking rights away from men so that they're going to be down at our level, when in fact, what we're trying to do is gain rights so we're up at your level. You see what I'm saying here?
Anyway,
You don't lose anything by women gaining things.
Shit.
Other people's success is not your failure, alright? Let us move up. By you yelling at us for wanting to be the same as you really shows your oppressive nature and the fact that you don't think we deserve everything that you have. So, do you want to keep it to yourself? You are losing by us gaining something. So shut up.
Well,
You shut up.
no,
I
won't shut up because you're not my boss. I don't take orders from you. But also, feminists don't advocate taking away men's rights. What are you talking about? What about the right to due process after an accusation? What about reproductive rights?
What about the right? If you want my hearing to work, you better pay the Vasily some fucking Vasilopita, mate. More money comes down, more hearing. Simple fact. No money, no hearing, dickhead. Or the cat factor. I've already explained the cat factor. If the bitch doesn't cab up, I don't listen. Yeah? If she has no cavlotics, she's not a Jersey girl, I don't listen. Simple. Must have cabs. Must have money before my hearing works. Simple.
It's about paternity certainty, child custody. What about the right to not be drafted? What about the right to be judged on your merits as opposed to your diversity? And can I remind you that there's not a single right in the West that men have that women do not. Not a single legal right. Not one. So if you want equality, you got it. Congratulations, I guess. Like, you won. You won a long time ago. In fact, you got more than just equality. You actually got total cultural supremacy. But even that doesn't seem to satisfy you. Now, when you look at this woman and you listen to the words she says, there's probably a number of emotions that might come up for you. But one of them might be confusion, because it's weird, right? Like, women are feminine, so how did women become like radical revolutionaries? That doesn't seem to be what femininity is all about. Like, feminism, like this kind of like extremist, progressive, man-hating, like tear down the system ideology, it seems to be some kind of glitch in the matrix. That's confusing because women, femininity is very traditional, actually. As a demographic, based on their biology, women should be very conservative, all about preserving things. After all, women are much fit.
I'll break it down to this. Femininity breaks it down to two factors, main factors. Maternal nature, and school. The woman must be schooled. school to the kids, school the husband when he's out of line, school this, school that. The woman is school. That's the primary function, is to be knowledgeable and to school. Yeah? But the school's all fucked up these days. And her maternal nature. You know the maternal nature when you're out of hand and she gets that fucking stiletto boomerang action type situations. You know that maternal nature, like caring and compassionate and all that shit. Femininity, I don't know why, I brought this up before and I'm bringing it up again. I don't know why feminists' biggest freaking flex is being like a guy. How the fuck is that supporting femininity? How's that supporting the females? Don't you think you should be promoting women to be like more womanly and shit? Well, why the fuck is it the biggest flex to be like a bloke? Like I said, these days, I just try to surround myself with chicks that make me feel less gay. Either way you look at it, I'm feeling gay at some sort of level.
Physically weaker than men, so shouldn't they be the demographic that supports like law and order and justice? Wouldn't a really strong police presence and really harsh penalties for criminals make women feel safer? Wouldn't that make sense? And women are going to be extremely vulnerable when they're pregnant and having babies, so wouldn't they be in favor of traditional marriage norms, traditional relationships to provide stability and safety and protection for them and their children? Wouldn't they want society to be extremely socially
I'll post this again. Post this. Alright, I want you guys to hear this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I built this shit.
Where's the Wonder Woman? This is from Rocky.
I want to play the game. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Yeah, I'll post that anyway. What's this? What the fuck?
Then she's really going to hate getting a full-time job and supporting herself. You can, in fact, leave a
this
People tell me I look like Drewski all the time.
By the way, I see it. Time out.
We're talking, that's delusional shit. Delusional. The level of delusional that people reach is unprecedented.
No, he don't say
Jose. No. I'm not saying nothing. No, I'm just saying. Jose, we did.
What's up?
He needs some milk.
Just because I had a black eye once and he cheated on me means I should leave him forever and break up a family?
Wow. You know, I like her reasoning.
If you could bring anybody back from history, who would it be? And don't say that German stuff.
Today is my 3-year wedding anniversary. This has been hands down the most depressing, miserable, horrible 3 years of my life. I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. I run my ass off and I do everything for everybody in my life. He goes to work. That's it. He works. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck, but he works. That is all he does. I'm 30 years old and I'm literally begging for the bare minimum every single day. Yeah, I don't work, but the amount of weight I carry, I can tell you why I've stayed. Money. It's that simple. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And yeah, I know I can leave because trust me, I am leaving. But people can't just walk out and leave one day when you have kids and 12 years of life wrapped up together. You can't just walk away with nothing. You have to have a plan.
My husband left the night that I posted that original video.
If she hates that situation, then she's really going to hate getting a full-time job and supporting herself. You can, in fact, leave a 12-year situation without a plan. And he just proved it.
How many guys do you think you could get with in a day if you wanted to?
Millions.
Every single one of these guys, I could have them. Right? Anybody.
If a guy came over here, you asked him, you think he would say yes?
Yeah. There's no doubt. 100%.
No doubt? Not down to test it?
Yeah, why not?
Would you hook up with any two of them? Hell no.
Hell no! Motherfucker!
I met the boy. He nutted at me. Then my ex picked me up an hour later and ate me out.
Now I can really
motherfucker ate the nut. That's the nut, motherfucker.
Why God flooded the earth more and more. You can never really trust a woman with a raspy voice.
What would you rate your head game 1 to 10?
Honestly,
fucking 10 out of 10.
I think I'm the most confident in it's a 13.
The reason that, you know,
10 out of 10. I know because the fucking voice box is fucked up. Which means she got dick down that voice box. I can tell you now, that bitch sucked dick, a hell of dick. I'll tell you, she'll suck a tennis ball to a fucking garden hose. She'll suck a fucking ice cube up a fucking straw without a doubt. I can tell you now that voice box didn't get fucked up because of fucking hard times. That voice box got fucked up because of dick.
So many guys is because it's the only time I can really feel validation from a man. I mean, my dad told me every single day until he died that I was a failure of a daughter.
So you're getting closure by proving your father's point.
This is Dr. Victor Blaine, a therapist with a 1-star rating on Yelp, which he claims is because his clients can't handle the truth.
Would you bow for a good guy?
No.
Nope. Okay.
I don't think a good man would ask me to bow, so probably not.
I wouldn't bow.
Wouldn't bow? Okay. What about you?
No.
Wouldn't do it? Okay.
No.
Wouldn't do it?
I was just gonna ask you, if a woman was working blood, sweat, and tears, making more money than you, like giving you peace, cooking all your meals, taking care of all of your needs and everything, would you bow for her?
Yeah.
You would bow for her?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Like submissive hand posture, like all the way, like nose touching your knees, like full on bow.
My calculus on this, and you would say, Brian, that's ridiculous, is almost nobody's going to get the perfect person. So in my mind, in terms of what I think the perfect man is so exceedingly rare that there are men who would kill for that.
Hell yeah! Crazy.
Well, it's not standards, but I'm saying that in life, we're not going to get everything that we want.
I think people find their person for sure.
You can find your person, but people have flaws. And this idea that whoever you end up with is going to be perfect in every single regard is a fantasy.
It's just different levels of fuck.
Very interesting that they won't bow.
Different levels of fuck. We're all a bunch of Fruit Loops in a Fruit Loop box. Some are big fruities, some are extra tutti fruity, some are little bit loopy, some are heaps big loopy. Yeah, we're all a bunch of Fruit Loops in a fucking Fruit Loop box. Big loop, intertwining loops, fucking loopy here, loopy there, half complete loops, full complete loops, this flavor loop, that flavor loop. Either way you look at it, we're fucking Fruit Loops. Alright, next. Whoa. Look at this.
They're talking about
The chaos started early.
we are still out yet.
White
from
supremacy
the march.
in Israel. This is white supremacy.
Don't touch me! What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Nazi.
In the heart of the Holy Land,
This is an example of the kind of intimidation that they're talking about.
the chaos started early.
We are still hours out yet from the march. And
Where are you from? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah.
let them speak. Let them speak.
It is open today, June 7, 1967, after the Israeli troops had driven out of the new quarter of Jerusalem into the previously Jordanian-held old city of Jerusalem, which now lies clear on the other side of that gate.
This is Jerusalem Day, when Israelis mark their victory in the 1967 war, their seizure of the Western Wall and of East Jerusalem. International law envisions these streets as the capital of a Palestinian state. But those marching don't see it as an occupation. They've come to celebrate what they believe is Jewish ownership of the whole of this ancient city. What's striking is that these young people, many of whom have come from settlements on the West Bank, do not fear the police here. They come from the powerful settler movement, once a fringe extreme in Israeli public life. The ultra-nationalists are now increasingly influential. We meet Atara, who moved here with her parents from Texas 5 years ago.
And tell me about your two flags.
So this is the flag of the third temple, which we want to build, hopefully be on the temple mount.
Many people are holding the same flag. The Third Temple movement wants to demolish Al-Aqsa, the third holiest place for Muslims, and build a Jewish temple on the site.
By the way, that was a gift from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and all the rest of the prophets, to the Jewish people.
We're quickly surrounded by demonstrators.
What are they trying to do? And what do the stickers say?
Kahana was right.
They idolize Meir Kahana, a far-right American rabbi who moved to Israel and was convicted of multiple acts of terror. He's considered a founding father of the ultra-nationalist movement.
So what would you do for the Palestinians living here?
Here, like in the Old City, leave over here.
What would you do?
I think Islam is cancer, and you don't transfer cancer to another patient. That's not moral. You have to destroy cancer.
And what does destroy look like for you?
To either kill or be educated on Muslims.
This man,
exactly what Hitler said.
On the extreme right, shocking
exactly what Hitler said about Jews. Did you hear that? What she just said was exactly what Hitler said about Jews.
Statements. Once convicted for supporting far-right terrorist organizations, he's now the Israeli government's national security minister, and he started Jerusalem Day by unfurling the Israeli colors at Al-Aqsa. Israeli police describe isolated pockets of violence at the march. The Christian quarter of the Old City was set upon by a group of Jewish demonstrators.
These streets should be absolutely packed with people. It's very strange being in the Jerusalem Old City and it being completely deserted. There should be shoppers, shopkeepers, religious pilgrims, and yet they can't be here. And they haven't been able to be here on any of the Jerusalem days because it is quite simply too dangerous for them. Now, we're told the vast majority of those marking this day, Jews across Jerusalem, are peaceful, but the ones who come here, the settler activists, they are bent on chaos. And those we speak to here say it's got worse and worse every year. The settler movement has been empowered. It is now at the heart of the Netanyahu government. More settlements have been greenlit in just the last year than were greenlit over the last 20 years. And Palestinian...
This is the good
Jews here to protect Palestinians. Standing together works to foster understanding between Israelis and Palestinians.
So don't be signaling all against the settler violence here against the Palestinian community of Eastern Jerusalem. We will not let this violence affect the population here.
That's why I said, view the person as a person, not religion, not culture, not background. If he's a good person, if they're good peoples, they're good people, no matter where they come from, no matter what religion. If they're extremists like that, did you hear her? There you go.
And we're
exactly Hitler, exactly like listening to Hitler. Now listen to this guy.
Standing together works to foster understanding between Israelis and Palestinians.
Stand with our bodies against the settler violence here against the Palestinian community of Eastern Jerusalem, and we will not let this violent day affect the population here. And we're ready to get it, and we don't want them to get it. This is our responsibility.
But you're Jewish. It's your day too. No, you don't feel that way.
It's a day of occupation. I think that justice must come to all people in this land, and
so if you don't know the difference, the best thing you can do is just shut the fuck up.
They're talking about
the reset theory.
Extending northward in some maps to touch the tip of South America, the southern
I'll
coast.
post that because it takes time to go through that. The Gen Z living alone, that's me.
Sitting with all of it. Maybe that's your friend. Maybe that's you. Gen X was the first generation of kids who came home to an empty house and just handled it. Nobody asked if they were okay. Nobody really thought to. And 40 years later, a lot of those same guys are in a house that's quiet again. And they're handling it the same way they always did.
So I'll post that so you can understand where I'm coming from. What else we got here?
Can I check your waist size? Can you please step on a scale for us?
Have seen it, don't want it. No. I'm not doing any of the work. Husband. Side bitch. No, sorry, side bitch. Borderline not going.
Oh, I understand that. Are you young?
I've done that, I don't want it.
Okay, I haven't gone to that stage, but...
I'm getting back in my car and leaving.
Okay, I haven't gone to that stage either.
Don't even invite me.
I bet this makes you feel so empowered.
Borderline. Man, what a borderline situation.
Step on the scale. Oh my god. You can change your weight. Guys can't change their height. Step on the scale. Step on it.
Oh!
Full circle. Read it out loud. 190. You weigh 190, but you judge guys based on...
Yeah, I'll post that so you guys can have a look. I think that's it, man. I think that's all, man. Oh, yeah, this bitch gotta
The drought.
Data farms.
Data centers.
Data centers.
Drain.
Alright. Since then, there's been an update. Afghanistan is going to be getting contracts by the looks of it. Because these data farms, they're water cooled, yeah, which emits a lot of steam, but there's progress happening where they're oil cooled and recirculated water cooled, but as of like 48 hours ago or something like that, 3 days ago max, there was an invention where they're oil cooled and air cooled, but you can't hang up data fucking center in between fucking 2 mountains. So, like places like Afghanistan, and there's some places in India and stuff, places like that, where the mountains are extremely cold. They're rock, obviously, but the wind passes through the freaking the caves in there, yeah, which means you can plant the data farm in those caves. The wind will cool them and the oil will cool. Sort of like my bike, it's air cooled and oil cooled, yeah. Same setup is going to be happening in Afghanistan. They're developing it now. So it looks like Afghanistan is going to be making a whole lot of money if that goes through, which it should, because theoretically these new quantum processors, like that, they're like, just imagine the processors that we have now is sort of like a switch on off, but the new processing units is sort of like a spinning top. You get it? It's sort of like mixing north, south, east, west, and all directions all at once, spinning like this, like fucking trippy shit like that, you know? So like, but they run hotter, so they have to put them in cooler places. So that's what somebody thought about, which I'm going to leave unnamed, thought about air cooling mixed with the oil cooling, and the theory was you can't fucking hang a unit like that in between 2 mountains, sort of like what they did in one of the places here in Australia, 2 mountains. There's an information center in between the 2 mountains hanging there, and the wind that goes through it cools it down, yeah? Old analog system. In between 2 peaks. Can't do that with a freaking massive center like that, but you can pull the that in a mountain now, can't you? In a cave where it's freaking solid rock, nothing's gonna get to it. It's gonna be safe as. It's gonna be out of everybody's way. It's gonna be super cool, and everything's there. See what I'm saying? Same. So Afghanistan, India's gonna be making a bit of money out of it. And a few other regions.
30 million gallons of water in Georgia. Folk can't get good running water in their homes amid a water drought in the state.
So we know that's going to be a thing of the past now. So
what is a data center? A data center houses rows of computers and equipment for storing, processing, and transmitting data.
I'll post that anyway. And wonderful.
We didn't have to talk specific details about very
You gotta listen to this guy. This guy's the punter.
Here we are, punters. Let's go through Pauline Hanson's gas policy that she announced at a gas lobby conference.
This guy, he's up north from here, from Newey. He's a Newey boy.
All the political maneuvers here. Let's break it down piece by piece. Pauline had a press conference. Here we go.
Would you support drilling for oil in the Great Australian Bight?
I would support exploration of it. Yes, I do.
Pauline does the textbook, we're done with the question, doesn't look around to get trapped in another question.
No.
Head down, this is perfect form, she's leaving the pitch.
Yeah.
The questions are still going, then the staffer goes full nightclub bouncer. He's tackled the shooter.
Yeah.
Or he's tried to. And he's gone, nah, shut up, mate. To which the journalists play back very calmly, well, that's very rude. It had the energy of what you would say to a toddler, which, as he walks away, makes him look like a little bit of a toddler.
Yeah, because you want...
So, points to both sides on that one. But then, we've never seen this. The cameras keep rolling post-game, let's keep going. Boys giggle.
That was so schoolyard. Do you want to go over there and
So we follow the post game. It's 3 minutes too late. We've all had that moment where we're like, "Oh, that was a good."
Yeah. That's exactly.
Let's go back and
Which is funny because you just gonna go back and call her a nasty.
Imagine who was it?
And fucking the big monoculture when fucking you're using the word mono, which comes from the Greek word mono, ena. You fucking gifted up.
Thank you. Now, normally, I would have awarded this to the journalist. Journalist made him look like a toddler, rude behaviour, pretty out there. You know, Pauline would have gotten like a 2 out of 10. Right? But this is Princess Pauline's One Nation here. This changes everything.
She doesn't back down.
And we have watched and witnessed the corporate media clutching their pearls, right? She can't say that. Standards in public decorum, you know? That's the reaction, right?
Yep.
Uncle Daryl scrolling Facebook, loves One Nation, scrolls through. Nice. Yeah, bloody get him, Pauline.
She says it like it is.
It's a 10 out of 10 from the couch in the Boomer Retirement Village.
It is. Yeah.
It 100% is. So she's played the reverse. In normal politics, being rude and childish and verbally abusing people, that's kryptonite. It ends your career. But not in Pauline's world. Makes her stronger. Like spinach to Popeye. I've got to give this a flawless 10 out of 10, and the media copped the L on this, because this is for an online audience. The news is running it, it's gone viral, it's dominated the ad space. No one is talking about where she was.
What announcement she was making. Yeah, that's right.
Now, because we're about policy over party here, we noticed something.
Oh, yes, we did.
A little pattern behind her.
Pauline, aside from your terrible coloured shirt hair clash that you've got going on, what's that little media board behind you?
Enhance. Enhance.
That is a very familiar logo to us and our little friend called Samantha McCulloch.
The loudest voices calling for more taxes on the industry are the same organisations that want to shut our industry down.
That is the logo of the Gas Lobby Bludgers of Australia. She's at some kind of conference, to which I found why she was at said conference.
Look,
you can't make it much more obvious who you represent when you're standing on a lectern or you've got a backdrop that says, with the logo, Australian Energy Producers.
These are the bludgers that ran ads against me.
Australians pay more tax on beer than gas companies pay in tax.
Didn't know that, did ya?
That's a lie.
These are the bludgers that get rich off stealing regular Aussie punter gas, that get rich rigging the rules with politicians. So any politician standing within sneezing distance of this logo, red flag. But once again, so we're going to go to what Pauline was there for. She has announced a gas strategy.
Here we go.
She's announced a piece of policy.
Is this the first actual policy that's come out? Or like...
Policy is always a loose detailing when it comes to some politicians, but it's a loose point.
Which policy ranges from some politicians from a one-pager or like a paragraph on their website all the way through to a well-thought-out 200-page...
Economists have poured over it, worked out the details, and this is sort of how it happens. But it always starts here, so we'll give her... I'm kind of some slack being like, this is the beginnings of
have to announce it.
Gas policy that she's announcing. I wish we didn't have to talk specific details about very complex, convoluted economic policies and who benefits from what.
Yeah.
But because I don't trust politicians, we have to do the hard yards ourselves.
Because the majority of them aren't working for us.
So here we are, punters. Let's go through Pauline Hanson's gas policy that she announced at a gas lobby conference. She's proposing a 30% equity partnership.
What?
The government gets 30%
sweet. Okay.
of the partnership.
Yep,
right.
Happy with that.
Sounds good. So you be the litmus test and tell me when a red flag goes up.
Okay, 30% sounds a lot more than what we're getting now.
Yeah, which is zero.
Yeah.
So the Commonwealth Government would offer the gas companies 30% rebate on exploration costs. Now we've got to go through some of these details.
Okay, yep.
In Commonwealth waters. In return, we'll get a 30% stake. Okay. So we take on the drilling risk.
Yep.
But then if it turns a profit, we're a 30% shareholder in that.
Yep.
So we're like, okay.
If they don't send their bloody profits overseas like they're doing now anyway.
Yes. And then she wants to set up some kind of sovereign wealth fund. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board so far. Like, let's keep going. She also wants to put on a flat 10% royalty at the wellhead when the gas is initially extracted. So that's before processing. This is all the little details, right?
Okay, don't really get what that means, but hey, it seems like an increase on what there is now.
So it's like paying us for our gas. That's our gas. Give us 10% of the value
Which
of our
I know
gas.
some jurisdictions pay up to 10% at the
Yes,
moment. No
so
one really pays over it, so it's just bumping up some jurisdictions to pay up to what others are paying at the moment.
The offshore stuff. This is what she's talking about. Because she wants to scrap the PRRT, which turns out is probably bloody useless.
Yeah, well, we're only getting, 1.5 and meant to lower over the next few years?
Yeah, she's saying all the right things. It sounded pretty good. And the words Norway style was used a lot in the media coverage.
Was it now?
Oh, Norway style. This is great.
Okay.
I like Norway style. And then obviously classic One Nation stuff, dumping net zero targets, cutting environmental red tape. This does sound like a bit of a red flag to be like, hey, guys, do whatever you want to our environment. Leak gas into children's playgrounds, whatever.
Yeah.
Into farmer water supplies and drinking supplies of local communities when you're fracking more gas recklessly.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's a bit of a, all right, hang on, we're going to foot the bill for that. So let's be careful of that one. Let's now watch some of the footage of the announcement and see if any red flags pop up.
Well, it's a real honour to be with you today.
Gas lobbyists who
Yeah.
have been stealing from us for decades.
Yeah.
Red flag. Don't warmly welcome these people.
Yeah.
These people get rich when you get poor. That's their business model. They are not on your team. They are our adversary, who we need to negotiate hard with.
Yes.
Remember, Facebook Marketplace. The guy buying your thing wants a low price. You want a high price. Don't be too kind.
Senator David Pocock and the Greens Party.
Political shots fired.
Here we go.
David Pocock is not the Greens Party, but lump them together, make everyone think that Pocock is the Greens Party. Well played.
Hey, I don't know what she's going to say. She might say, hey, they've got really good policy on this sort of stuff. You should check it out.
Let's find out.
Along with lobby groups like the Australian Institute, continue to call for an industry-destroying 25% tax on gas exports.
Where have I heard these talking points before?
The loudest voices calling for more taxes on the industry, the same organisations that want to shut our industry down. And I think the Minister King put it well the other day. These proposals are just going to shut down investment.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Hey, where else are they going to get the gas from? They're profiting off us. They're fucking us. Thanks, guys. Good morning, Christina. Hey, Julie. So we're getting pumped, in other words. We're just getting pumped. Left, right, and center. And now if we listen to Pauline fuck features, no more Greek festivals, no more this, no more that, no more none of that. Gone. Monoculture. That's it. Anyway, guys, appreciate you. Thanks for watching.